Hello internet, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be comparing brushes. This is Skinny London. They messaged me on Instagram. They're like, hey girl, we love your page. We want to give you a discount code. So here are these Skinny London brushes I'm going to be comparing to these Morphe ones I got also on clearance. They're both eye sets. I'm super excited to try these and compare them to see if Skinny brushes is like Morphe. They are roughly about the same price with a discount code, which they said that they would more than likely give me a promo code. So I will ask them for that, and if they do give it to me, I will insert it here. Train? Or would it be a video of mine if there wasn't background noise? But yes, I'm going to be comparing these on my eyes, and I'm going to be using the Morphe 9D Painted Desert palette. This palette is so pretty. I cannot with it. My eyebrows are already done, and I have some mascara left over from school, but you know, this is the 9D palette. So it's actually on clearance with the brushes. I think it was if you bought the brushes that were on clearance with the palette. No, you bought the palette and you got the, I think it's 22 brush set for free with it. So we taking that any day, sis. So I am loving these red orange tones. You know me, I love me some orange undertones. And you know, these little name card things, we're gonna throw those out and I'm just gonna point to them because that's how my videos work. So I'm going to be doing this eye with the Skinny London brushes and this eye with the Morphe brushes. Obviously you get more Morphe brushes with this deal than you do the Skinny London, but Skinny London, their brushes kind of look like the Morphe ones because Morphe does have these gold ones. So I am very excited to try these. I have not touched any of these brushes to see how they feel. I do not have any of these pure black brushes from Morphe, I don't think. But yes, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump right in. So I'm going to find like an all over eye brush that are kind of similar between the two to put on my eyeshadow primer, and these two are looking awfully similar. That is my goal with this, to just kind of use similar brushes. These two are more like, okay, so this is the Morphe brush. There's no numbers on these ones, but it's just a regular packer brush rounded at the top. And this is the Skinny London brush. Compared to the two, the Skinny London is a little bit taller. Same rounded top. This one is a little bit more firm than this one. It's a little bit longer brush hairs, but other than that, they're looking pretty much the same. So here goes nothing. I don't really favor either one of these for putting on a primer. They pretty much apply very nicely. This one is a little bit more bendy, so if you really want to get into creases and pack them in there, I would prefer that. But the Morphe brush is definitely more dense and you just get it right where you want it. This one spreads a little bit faster, so if you're more in a hurry, I would definitely recommend the Skinny London brush. So Morphe definitely has bigger blending brushes, more so the size that I would like, especially for like an all over eye color. I would definitely choose this one if I were to like base my eyes. So I would rather choose this one for that. It's way fluffier, but Skinny London does not have a big one like this. Like this is perfect for like getting all over, or you could use it under eye for powder, which I might use later. I don't know yet. But these are super duper soft. This is really nice. But these two are what I'm thinking is going to be about the same brush. Again, Morphe has some of the softest brushes. I really like how this one is. This one's a little bit more on the firmer side than it is like not firm, if that makes sense. And then my Skinny London brush, again, is just a little bit more bouncy and movable rather than the Morphe one. So I'm thinking I'm gonna like this one more for blending, but we'll find out. Into the 9D palette, I am going to go in with this yellow shade in the bottom first. Ooh, that's a lot. And I'm just going to apply this into my crease. This blended out super duper well. It helped a lot because I like brushes that I can hold at the end and like very lightly blend out. It helps me blend out better. So I do like that it's longer and it's a little bit more on the flimsier side. It blended out very, very nicely. And I'm going to do the same on the other side with the Morphe brush. Now it's crazy to me because this brush picked up the product different than this one. So, I mean, that is also with like how Morphe makes their brushes. I mean, obviously they're going to go in with their products and see which one sucks in the most product, because that's what you really don't want, is for your brushes to suck in your products, which the Morphe ones do not. This one really took the product in, but sometimes that makes the blending go easier, so I can't really complain with that. This one is, the Morphe brush is going to take me longer to blend because it is such a dense brush and I can't just like go out here. I have to be up close with it because it is a firmer brush. Definitely think I'm liking the Skinny London side a little bit more. I am going to take the Skinny London brush and try to darken up the yellow to kind of even it out a little bit better. If you do like the darker side, like don't get me wrong, I really do like the Morphe side, but especially for like people just starting, I would definitely recommend the Skinny London brush. I'm sure Morphe has a brush like this, and if you don't want to order from overseas because they are a UK brand, I can totally understand that, but yeah. So definitely for a beginner cut brush, I would highly recommend the Skinny London one because you can really just easily super duper blend up in there and just get where you need to go. And then this one for more people who have been doing their makeup for a while and can really get in there and blend it out themselves. The Morphe brush is more so for that. So for beginners, Skinny London. For more in-depth people, the Morphe. Okay, so these brushes really are not the same. This one has more of an angle to it. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. The hairs do look a little sparse in the Skinny London brush, but then this one is the rounded top that I would normally use for a crease brush. And I'm just going to dip straight into the red, but I'm going to start on the Morphe side this time. So I am going to dip this in. Oh, this is such a pretty red. And I'm just going to add this into the crease to darken it up. Now, some people would be like, why wouldn't you go in with the orange first? If you are a beginner, you can go in with the orange, but since I have been doing makeup for so long, I know that if I just blend this orange in or this red in enough, I'm going to get the orange transition shade that I need, but I'm not going to waste my time with that, so I literally just went straight in with the red, and you can see the orange. If I get up close enough, you guys can see the orange that it blended out to, which looks super nice. And I am going for like a sunsetty fall vibe with this eye look, but I am going to make it rounded, so I am going to be bringing it under. Okay, they look even on camera, like in person it doesn't really. The skinny brushes don't pick up the pigment as much. That sounds weird because the eyeshadow should just be pigmented enough, but brushes, they really do play a huge role in how the makeup applies. So when testing out a product and everybody loves it, it may also be your tools. So you have to think about that when it comes into play. Like Morphe, I mean, they obviously create their brushes to really go with their eyeshadows. They are very good universal brushes to go with other products, but a lot of brands will make their makeup brushes to their products to fit them, so that way you guys will buy their products more. You have to think about that aspect of it, but definitely this brush sucks and I am trying to fix it. I think I need to go in with the big fluffy one that I just used, if I can find it. Hello, here it is. I'm gonna take a little bit of that yellow and kind of help smoke it out because the red did not really create an orange on the Skinny London side. They don't look terrible on camera, but they don't look how they should because this eye is definitely darker than this eye. And I really tried to pack the red in right here, and I will try again. It's a little bit better. But it definitely didn't create the orange like it did on this side, so that's where when I said that I've been doing this for a while and I don't really need the orange, with the Skinny London, I would probably need the orange in there. And I wish I would have known that. But this brush is freaking weird and it kind of hurts my eye. So I don't really like this weird, awkward brush that doesn't look like it's made how it's supposed to. I don't know if you guys can see like all the sparse hairs in this brush. It's weird. We're just gonna move on. So now, before I do the glitter on my eyes, I do want to go ahead and I want to do the underneath of my eyes. You all know I love my JH30 brush, but today let's try something new. They do have very similar brushes to the JH30, both brands, I mean Jaclyn Hill's with Morphe, but they do have very similar ones. Ooh, that one has a really long sparse hair. Pull that out. But they're actually pretty similar. This one is a little bit shorter, this one is a little bit more movable, but this one reminds me a lot of the JH30, so we will see. I am going to be taking the orange shade for the underneath of my eyes and just blending that in. Actually, hold on a second. I'm actually going to dust off the leftovers and then I'm going to take the yellow and I'm going to smoke it out even more on the bottom. Really do like this brush. It does remind me a lot of the JH30. It's not as fluffy as the JH30 and the hairs are different. I do like the hairs more on the JH30, but it pretty much is the same. So now onto the Skinny London side, doing the same exact thing and blending. Dusting off the excess and adding in that yellow. Again, I mean, you can't really see it on camera, but this side definitely is not picking up the pigment as much as this side is. Regardless, it still blends beautifully. I cannot be mad at this brush. It does remind me quite a bit of the Morphe brushes, so I'm really not that mad. Okay, so now we are on a square top for the glitter. Normally I would use a rounded top, but I am trying to use as many of these brushes as possible to compare them to each other. Again, the Morphe is a little bit more firm and the Skinny London, oh, they're kind of the same. They're the same, it's just Skinny London is a little bit longer, so it, oh no, they're not longer. Not really, maybe just like a centimeter, not even a centimeter, like half, maybe a quarter of a centimeter. I think I'm gonna go with this top gold shade and I'm going to put this all over the lid. And first I am going to do the Morphe side. I am not going to try and use any like other products to put this on. I do like to see how products apply with just a brush. It is quite sparse on the Morphe side, but I'm kind of digging the, I don't like necessarily glitters that are like super packed on, especially with an eye look like this. I like them to blend into the colors, so I'm not typically mad at this for being sparse. It does look super pretty still. And now onto the Skinny London side. They kind of pick up the colors about the same, so maybe we'll just get lucky. Apply generally the same. The Skinny London is a little bit more sparse than the Morphe, I would say, but otherwise they apply pretty much the same. I do think it was easier to get in there with the Morphe brush. There's that little bit of shortness in there. I'm going to go back to these two brushes really quick, because I don't really want to put false lashes on our eyeliner, so. That dark brown color up here, I am going to take and I'm going to create kind of an eyeliner look on my lash line. And this is something I really like to see in brushes, especially getting around my lashes. Making sure that it spreads it evenly and it doesn't like throw me off too much. So, I don't know if you guys can see, but like I screwed up, so I'm gonna use the Morphe brush to kind of blend this out because I am filming another video after this. So, of course, you know, I had to add like a little softer color in the corner of my eye. So I am just going to take the bottom like white shimmery and add this right into the corner of my eye and kind of drag it up without any like spray or anything. This definitely gets everywhere, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but anyway. I do like how the Morphe brush applies the lighter shimmer better, for sure. I'm definitely having to like pack on with this brush. Alrighty, you guys, that is it for this look. You know, I'm not good at applying lipstick. It's fine. But that is it for this look. I definitely like the skinny brushes. If you are a beginner, no doubt in my mind you shouldn't get them. They're for their price. The Morphe brushes are also great. I am a Morphe freaking advocate at this point. But yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys all in the next one, which I'm actually filming. You'll see this eye look again, so you're welcome.